This is War Factory, but first, I wanted to point out that there is some fantastic news. Boone Beach has a new community manager. His name is Drew. I did some research on the internets. He used to be a community manager for a kids game for about 5 years, and he was active as crap on Twitter and in the forums and all sorts of stuff. So I am super, super stoked. Drew, welcome. I am very, very excited. And our light will be moving to do primarily Brawl Stars. It sounds like he will be doing a bit of Boom Beach as well. And just to have fresh blood. I know our light's been overworked for a long time, so to have two of them in there will be awesome. Super, super stoked. Look at this War Factory. Speaking of super stoked, this looks like one that absolutely everyone can beat. No rocket launchers, no lasers, no shock launchers, no doom cannons even. I mean, this is ridiculous. This is like a save. I'm tempted to do save the core on this. Sorry, did I say no rocket launchers? Obviously there's 4 back there, but they're not a big deal. I'm gonna do a save the core. If you're not feeling save the core, I would suggest going back in behind the core, back in here. There's just so many grapplers though, so I'm just gonna mix it up a bit. I mean, I don't typically do ridiculous, silly things in this account, but today's the day. I might have to revert and change that plan if I totally screw this up, but I'm going to try to do a save the core because I feel like this does not take any strategy whatsoever. I mean, just absolutely. This is just ridiculous. Ridiculous. And on a sadder note, Gord Downey from the Tragically Hip, the most famous Canadian band of all Canadian bands, passed away today. So definitely a sad moment. Sundown on the Paris of the Prairies. I don't know. I don't have a quote for you, but fantastic band, and that's my playlist all day today. And if you haven't heard of them, you're probably not Canadian, but they have some fantastic, fantastic songs. I'll post a playlist down below. Should I be doing this? I'm gonna get eaten up. Whatever. I'm gonna try it, and we'll see how it goes. All of these grapplers are just gonna go completely ham on us, but that's okay too. Where did the term going ham come from, I wonder? I feel like that is one of those weird colloquialisms. What's that word that I can't even pronounce here? I'm going to get right into here. Hopefully not get grappled quite yet. Maybe universal remote something at the same time, just to reduce the number of grapplers that grapple. Grapple on, grappler. So, there we go. That's up there goes Everspark. That was not what I had hoped would happen to start this attack, let me tell you. And then we'll come out over into here. This is gonna be interesting. Just so many grapplers. You probably will choose not to do it this way, but that is your choice, and this is going to be silly, silly, silly. Lots of rifles out front should help us out a little bit. We'll find out here in a second. Seems to be a bit of health on this stuff, so this might have been a bad idea, but there's no bad ideas, just bad execution or something. I don't know what I'm trying to say there. But I save the core. Gotta do save the core once. I've never done it on this account. We're gonna try. It's gonna take a long, long time. I apologize in advance. All of these mines are gonna be a problem. Let's barrage them. Goodbye mines. Got most of them. Let's shock. I probably should have shocked half snipers, half mortars there. This is ridiculous. I will go over the strategy that I actually should have used in a second here. I realize that not everyone has endless reserves, and most people are going to think this is completely, completely stupid. But for an HQ18 to do save the core, I never would have thought that could have been possible on any War Factory. So I had to try. I mean, we cleared up that whole right corner. I mean, the grapplers are going to be a bit of an issue, but overall, and I didn't use any GBE, only one Everspark moment, so let's get into this. Stage 2, and man, this Drew guy looks like he's going to be super awesome. I'm stoked. I always feel bad because all the people on Discord and stuff are all, and the forums are all excited and saying this is going to be great. But Arlight isn't a bad dude. He's good at what he was doing and stuff. But to have fresh blood is just going to be so helpful. I mean, just fresh eyes, fresh voice, all of those sorts of things. Hopefully, fresh blood doesn't sound weird. That could be taken kind of awkwardly, but you get what I'm after there. Hopefully. Let's do a double shock just to get some things happening out front. I just was worried about that mortar that I did not shock. I'm going to shock right in here in a second. There we go. I love that 2x4 shock. That's one of my favorite shocks. Obviously, the Javanese shock is, I think, most people's favorites, I want to say. I just missed it, though. Of course I missed it. I always miss that. I miss so many shocks. It's ridiculous. Playing on a phone is a huge disadvantage. If you have the ability to get a tablet to play Boom on, I would highly recommend it. You will not regret it. I'm going to get down here away from my friend. Oh, I should have got rid of that. Let's get rid of you. Playing on a tablet would be so nice. I wish I could get it. I wish I could justify getting an iPad right now, but I just can't do it. Too many things on the go, too many kids, and all that stuff. My old iPad is just too old for boom beaching, so... Saving the core, look at this, just rifle Zooka. I think I had the right number of rifles, I'm not entirely sure though. 2 boats of rifles seems like plenty. We've got rifles left, and we're already burning all the way to the core. Now, whether or not I should go all the way to the core or not, I don't know. There we go. Come on, save us a little bit. There we go. Look at that. Rocket launcher saving us a little bit. Gonna get the boom cannon to clear some stuff for us as well. Don't want to burn through that shield though. We're saving the core. We're not burning through the shield. I was kind of hoping that this would be one of those sort of... Oops, I totally wrong. Universal remote. Let's get this, what can I do here? I don't want to take the core down. Let's get over into here. Get away from there. Hopefully save some troops. Man, there goes Everspark. I was really hoping to have a base that we could use bullet and taunt, but all these grapplers would make that difficult, if not impossible, I think. I don't have bullet on this account, but I mean, it'd be kind of funny to see him taunted and just passed around. I will try that on one of my mains, just to be. Can you have multiple mains? That's kind of the opposite of main, I guess. One of my higher level accounts. Okay, so we're getting close to some good stuff here. I'm gonna do a double smoke. You probably only need a single smoke here, but we're gonna do double smoke anyways. Right into there. Uh-oh, getting burnt a little bit. Little bit burning. Little bit burning. I was kind of hoping that my artillery would mark that boom cannon on the right-hand side, and we'd be able to universal remote it, but that did not happen, so not a big deal. Oh, I just lost all of my rifles, though, so that is not a good thing whatsoever. Uh-oh, this is going to be a problem. Oh, that was close. Let's shock in here. I apologize if this is too ridiculous for your liking, but couldn't pass it up. Save the core, HQ18 unboosted is not something I ever thought would happen, so that's what we're doing today. It's a good way to welcome the new community manager, just doing ridiculous things that the game was not designed to do, or not. That's not the intent of this event, but I'll be darned if it's not fun. So we're gonna shock in, flare in there, and shock in there. Just doing ridiculous things. Clearing all these mines. Come on, mines. The radius bug is fixed, as you can see by the fact that I got 2 of the mines down with 1 artillery. I'm going to have to deal with those rocket launchers at some point. That's going to be the most difficult part of this attack, I think. But that's okay. I'm just going to throw all my troops at this full frontal mode. I mean, we could take down the core right now. without a heck of a lot of difficulty from over here in this big huge blind spot, but that is not today's goal. So these machine guns are just going to chew us to pieces. I should probably have been throwing GBE on those back rocket launchers. That would have been the smart thing to do. That way we wouldn't have to go back there, but instead we're going to go back there, and I think we have 2 attacks left, and the core is almost barren. Yes, we do. Okay, so next up on our list of things to do, I probably should have ditched all of the rifles. There's no need for rifles at this point whatsoever, because we are going to be walking and smoking, and rifles make that difficult. What do I want to do? I want to mark these 2 over here, because I'm going to be smoking beside them, and I want the 2 that are on the, let's go. The 2 that are on that side to be removed first is my general thinking. Come on, I want to get right into there. There we go. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Using way more smoke than I have to, but once we get back in here, nothing ridiculous is going to happen. So we should be able to just hang out there and have a magical moment. Let's shock over here just in case, and might as well shock this grappler too. What the heck? See, now we're in the blind spot of those 2 rocket launchers, so now we can just pew 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 it away. Let's drop a remote just to get some coverage from some grapplers. There we go. So now we should be good to go, just like full on clearing 2 core. Another problem we want to make sure that we don't do is we don't want to take the core out prematurely. A problem that many people have. Let's just clear. Part of doing save the core is you have to clear every single mine, or it doesn't count. So I'm going to be doing that right now. Uh-oh. Let's not hit the core. Come on, don't hit the core. That would be very, very bad. Do not hit the core. Now we need to flare over here so that they don't all go for the core. When the core blows up when you're doing save the core, it is not a good sign. Let's let Everspark. Everspark's needs to die. Okay, so 1 attack left on save the core, and just sheer ridiculousness. Hopefully you weren't using this as your strategy guide for the week, because you don't really need a strategy this week. Definitely do not need a strategy. I'll go over the basic layout once I take this down, and then we'll talk though. So let's shock you. Need to get rid of every single mine. If I miss a mine, it is a failure. Shocking right in here. Oh, I missed that shock. Missed that shock. Bye. Bye, rifles. It was good knowing you. I always miss silly shocks like that. Like, that shock is not a difficult shock. Save the core, HQ18, unboosted attack.com. I would never have guessed this would be possible. Such an easy war factory. Let's get going here. Just gonna let all of the troops die. Die, troops, die. Actually, I guess they won't even die because the grappler's just gonna pull them in. And then the ever-important victory lap. That's the thing. On Save the Core, in order for it to be an official league-sanctioned Save the Core, you have to do a victory lap all the way around, at least once, just for sheer silliness. You have to clear every single mine, which we've managed to do. You have to clear every single defense, and you have to do a victory lap. The victory lap is optional, but it makes Save the Core so much better. I'm just going to keep doing victory laps until these critters take it down. Come on. Down it goes until I run out of GBE. So when I run out of GBE, this is over. Let me know in the comments if you're stoked on Drew coming in, or sad about Arlight leaving, or if you are sad about Tragically Hip. If you know Tragically Hip, let me know your favorite song. I'd love to hear it. But otherwise, that is War Factory, Save the Core, HQ18, completely unboosted. and completely ridiculous. Stage 7 took me quite a few tries yesterday. Let's have a look. I'll show you what I would have done if I wasn't being a complete dum-dum. So you saw how easy the right-hand side was to clear. I would have basically come in from down here towards these boom cannons, and then clear the boom cannons, the machine guns, probably right down in this general area. That way you can clear the shield generators, and the rocket launchers are on the far side, of course. So, I mean, just an easy war. These mortars over here are completely useless, and there's no reason to go over to this side of the base. Just throw... Realistically, you could just smoke to the back, clear the rocket launchers in one, and then retreat even. But there's tons of ways to do this one, and if you have specific questions, please hit me up in the comments. Otherwise, I'm zmoT, new community manager, superexcitement.com, and thanks for coming in. Peace.